In English, we kind of use the word sequence and series interchangeably to mean the same thing, but in math, they're very definitely different from each other. A sequence was just a list of numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In a series, we're going to take the terms of the sequence and add them together. So a series is the sum of the terms of the sequence. So notation that we're going to use for series looks like this. The big obvious thing there is a sigma. It's a Greek capital letter sigma. When you see that, you should think sum. Sigma stands for sum. So when you see a sigma, you know you're going to be adding some things. I, down at the bottom there, is the index or the counter. K is where we're going to start from, and N at the top is where we're going to stop. So we're going to count from K, whatever number we specify there, until we get to N, and then stop. AI, you might recognize as the terms of the sequence. So that's telling us which sequence we're going to add the terms of. Let's look at a specific example here. So I have my index going from 3 to 6, and my sequence is I times I minus 1. And I have the big sigma there, which says I'm going to be adding some things together. I'm going to start at 3. I'm going to start with a value of I of 3. When I is 3, my sequence, I times I minus 1, that's well, I is 3. I minus 1 is 3 minus 1, which is 2. So there's when I is 3. It's a series, so I'm adding. I'm going to let the index count. So I just did 3, now it's going to move to 4. When I is 4, I have 4 times 4 minus 1. Now I'm going to let I move to 5, so it's just counting up one at a time. When I is 5, I have 5 times 5 minus 1, which is 4. Now I'm going to go to 6, I goes to 6, and I have 6 times 6 minus 1, which is 5. And now I'm done, because the top number is 6. That's where we end. So, I mean, the next number, if we're just counting, is 7. But since my index at the top is a 6, that says this is where you stop, don't do anymore. So there's 4 terms of my sequence, and sigma says I'm going to add them together. Once we do that, we're just multiplying and adding in the usual way. So I have 3 times 2, 4 times 3, 5 times 4, 6 times 5, for a grand total of, let's see, 50, 62, 68. So the value of the expression up here, the value of this series, is 68.